All right, I got my wheel cleaning tools and I got my wheel cleaning chemicals already. Now I'm gonna show you my process of cleaning wheels and tires. We got this really dirty Audi wheel here, and this is gonna be a great demonstration to show you the do's and don'ts of the wheel cleaning process.
Jason's Detail Tips.
I'm going to start my wheel cleaning process by rinsing down the wheel and the wheel well. This will help remove some brake dust buildup and wheel well debris. It also helps to cool the wheel down. Remember to always work in shade if you can. The last thing you want is the chemical you're using to dry on the wheel. And for that reason, we'll be working on just one wheel at a time. Chemicals need time to dwell. If you can, let the chemicals sit on the surface for a minute or two and it'll help break down brake dust and grime. I start with spraying my degreaser on the wheel and the rubber wheel tires and the wheel wells. I'm going to let them sit for a quick minute and let the chemicals do their jobs. Be sure to wear gloves and eyewear. I like to start cleaning the barrel of the wheel first. It's usually the dirtiest part of the wheel cleaning process. I start at the bottom of the wheel and work my way around, making sure I don't miss any part. Notice how I angle the brush to get behind the spokes. I have a wheel bucket filled with water so I can rinse the tool and repeat this process if necessary. I have a dedicated wheel mitt that I use for the face of the rims. This mitt is a mitt that'll never see the body of the vehicle. Notice how I start at the bottom and work my way around the rim, making sure not to miss anything. What I like about using this mitt is that I can wrap my hand around the spokes, and it also is good for getting in those tight little areas. After using the mitt, I'll switch to the Boar's hair brush, and I'll clean the areas missed by the mitt in the barrel cleaning, like the lug nuts and the brake calipers. Another commonly missed part is the rubber tire face. We'll spray the rubber down with a wheel degreaser, and we're going to scrub it with our flat, stiff bristle brush. The rubber tire may require multiple cleanings also, depending on the amount of buildup. If the foam cleaner is still turning brown, you'll want to repeat the process as many times necessary until the wheel is clean. I then decide if I'm satisfied with the results of the cleaning. If I'm just doing a quick wash, my work is done. But if I'm detailing the vehicle, I may choose a secondary cleaner to remove iron particles or built-up brake dust. And on this vehicle, I'm going to go ahead and go to that next step and use the cherry scented Iron X. Alright, so the Iron X is doing its job. As you can see, it's turning purple and it's dissolving all the iron particles. And this may take multiple cleanings to remove this heavy buildup. Actually, this would be a good time to tell you about my number one rule.
Jason's number one rule.
One of the first things I try to teach my detailers is the difference between a good detailer and a great detailer. A great detailer is going to double check his work. It's not enough just to go through the motions and clean the wheel, you have to double check it. I've been doing this for a long time and I miss things all the time. I'm not perfect, neither are you, nobody's perfect. So the best thing that you can do to be a great detailer is double check your work and make sure what you're cleaning is clean. Onto the wheel wells. You have a few different types of wheel wells. Sometimes they'll be plastic on the inside, you'll run into fabric sometimes, and on trucks you'll just have painted fender wells. The long fender brush makes it easy to get deep into the wheel wells, and I usually end up cleaning the wheel wells with a microfiber towel too to make sure I don't miss anything. When you run into fabric wheel wells, the best option for getting these clean is to rinse with a pressure washer. It takes a little time, but you'll want to run the pressure washer until you see the water doesn't contain any more dirt. Follow these steps and you're going to end up with a super clean tire and rim. But if you want to take it one step further, you can actually take the tire and the wheel off, and this is going to give you much better access to clean behind the tire, the wheel barrels, the brake calipers, and the springs. This is going to give you a much better clean and it's going to be much easier for you. Just remember when you're putting the wheel back on that you want to use a torque wrench and torque it to the factory torque specs. Thanks for watching this episode of Jason's Detail Tips. If you liked it, please press a thumbs up. There are 2 more videos to finish up this mini-series. Go ahead and click the videos to watch how to protect your rims now that they're clean, and tips for tire dressings.